things together. Oil pan's on. And since I want to check TDC, since I'm going to be blowing the old N2O to this, I want to make sure TDC is exactly at TDC. Well, how do you do that, Shane? Well, this is how you do it. What I do is I got this sink set up so that way when it's at TDC, I just took a guess and I put it at 0. Put dial indicator on here. And then what you do with the dial indicator is you turn it around basically to 50 thousandths before, go past TDC, and then 50 thousandths after as far as piston drop down goes. And you should be exactly at the same amount on either side. Once you get that, then you can just move the needle, and then that way when you go to TDC and you put this line up right on TDC, you know you're exactly there. Then I can come over here and I can make a little piece of tape and mark that right where TDC is going to be. So, can I do this with one hand? Don't know. Let's give it a shot. I doubt it but anyways, yeah, it's going to be a shaky Jake, but so, oh, you're going to get sick. Okay. So there is 50 thousandths before, and we're right at 11. It's exactly at 11. Let's see if I can do this one without shaking and just kind of push on it. And then it goes to TDC and then starts to drop back down. Hopefully I can stop it right at time. Pretty close, right there. And then there, it's 11 degrees, right? So we know we're exactly at TDC. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this around, and then we know that that mark right there, we know that that is exactly TDC, right? Man, this is so hard. I'm going to get something on my head because it's impossible to do like one-handed like videos. There we go. Then what I do is I take a couple pieces of electrical tape and then make the white mark there, and then I'm going to paint a white mark across that. Make a nice big fat white mark so I can see it. We'll see that in a second. And here's what it looks like after it's painted. Nice white mark, easy to see, right in the center, so you know that you line the two up. Now how I clean lifters, and this is the way that I've always done it, is I use ATF. ATF is super high in detergent. And then what I do is I just roll the wheel inside the ATF, and that will clean them. Instead of using like anything like that will get it cold and it'll wick in water, but you just roll the wheel over inside there, you'll feel it. It feels nice and even. There we go. So lifters are all in. They all move nice and easy, nice and free. And yeah, we're gonna go from there. We're gonna start getting all this thing heads put on and get some push rods for this thing, and I'm going to slam this thing in and we're going to fire this bitch up. All right. There's a reason why I put set screws in this. So this way, this one doesn't have any holes drilled into it, so I can prime the engine the way it sets. So I'm going to screw this one in here. This doesn't have a hole in it. The hole diameter is 109. It's 7/64. I didn't know that in the last one, but yeah, that's what it is. So I screw these in there, and then they get tight. And then it's not like it's ever going to come out. And then I got a little pressure gauge hooked up. And then this is just a filter I threw on there. Also too, I'm going to figure out if my old dipstick that I have going here, or if the new one is a better fit. I'm not sure which one's going to be better personally. So we're going to try that out. We're going to put 6 quarts in this thing, and we're going to start measuring and see which one's better. Then I'm going to make a priming tool because I can't seem to find mine. And then we're going to kind of move on from there. All right. So I made my own, just basically got a 5/16 rod, took an old Allen wrench, and then just put it on there and welded it on, and there we go. So that's going to be my turning tool. Trying to do this looking. There we go. Well, Here we go. And here's the best part. It only takes less than 150 inch-pounds to turn this thing over. That's 8 pistons, camshaft gear drive, and all the lifters installed. So, yeah, it is. She's as loose as a goose. I'm stoked. We made oil pressure. That makes me happy. That was my goal. Do it again. It's funny. So we got the cylinder heads on. I'm going to check valve drop again with the rock arms on, and just to make sure. And then I want to just check it. The heads are bolted down. I did a nice little compression test on this thing, and man, has it got some compression. I totally forgot, but it's exactly 13.2 to 1 compression. I didn't bore you guys with all the details, but I CC'd the heads, did that, did this, did that, and did whatever. Anyways, well, there it is. It is coming along nicely. Hopefully I can drop this thing in, and we can I'm going to pressurize it here when I get everything on there so I can watch the oil come out and check for that, and we're going to go from there. All right. Well, is it done, buddy?
Yes. Not
Not
yet.
yet.
But we will be done soon.
What's that?
We will be done soon.
Right. All right, baby.